Hello explorers! Today we're going to do some science sketchnoting on the ocean. We're going to focus on the resources and the pollution found in the ocean. So grab your favorite shade of chartreuse, aquamarine, or razzmatazz, and let's get sketching. Okay, the title of our sketchnote today is Ocean Resources and Pollution. Go ahead and draw a little box around there. The first thing I want you to do today is I want you to imagine a world with no ocean, with no ocean resources. What would that look like, do you think? Well, maybe you say to yourself, well, there'd be no seafood, right? There'd be no shipping. You couldn't ship things over the ocean. No transport, as it were. There'd be no energy from there. And even no drinkable water, because there is a way for us to desalinate the water, as we're going to talk about today. Right, the next thing I want you to do is get a nice shade of blue. Use this one right here. And you're going to draw this. This is going to separate our resources from our pollution when we're talking about them. And I'm going to draw in my column a little jellyfish. I got to add a little razzmatazz color for him. Right. Jellyfish. I'm also going to draw some coral. Right. And then, of course, my sea turtle. Make a nice green chartreuse shell on him. Okay. And finally, I'm going to do a little ship down here. That is exploring the depths of the ocean. A little bit more chartreuse plant life here as we go. Okay, so let's talk about the resources that come from the ocean. Make a nice little wave right here. And we're right in resources. And let's do a little fish right here. Just why not, right? A little fish saying, oh, let's redo that little fish. He looks a little weird. Whee! Right. It's just sailing on the wave. All right, the first thing I want to talk about is desalination. Desalination this is the process of removing salt. Go ahead and draw a little salt shaker right here. Salt, right? From ocean water, to create fresh water. Now, it's a time-consuming process. It's got some different waste products from it too, but we are able to get fresh water from salt water. Okay. So desalination. The next thing for resources you probably think of is fishing, right? And let's do a little razzmatazz fish here. Okay, so fish are the largest group of organisms taken from the ocean. Right? Fish, largest group of organisms taken from the ocean to be used for a variety of food. We also have ocean farming. What? We can farm in the ocean? We can. Now, one of the reasons we kind of started also for farming was because overfishing, right? Overfishing was reducing the fish population. So we started farming, and we can have, I'm going to show you this. Imagine this is my top of the ocean here. And then we're going to do darker blue here to kind of to show what it might look like underground, under the water, not underground, sorry. Right. Variety of things set up. Let's make more sense. In 1 second. We're going to imagine this is sea kelp, seaweed, right? Farmers can harvest that. Farmers also can harvest, we can have this seaweed right here. We have, in this little box, can be oysters and clams. Over here, I could have a ton of mussels. A lot of room. Mussels, okay. And in here, I could have scallops. So not just for fish, but also a variety of other things that we can farm right in the ocean. Seaweed. We focused on it right over here. Right? Seaweed. In particular, kelp. And kelp. Oh. And kelp, if you recall, can grow up to 33 centimeters. Or, right, 13 inches in a day. And we use kelp for a variety of things. It's a thickener. In jellies and ice cream. And it's rich in protein. Yum. I think the next time you go and you buy ice cream, you should look. Is there kelp in there? Another resource we can get from the ocean, we can also get oil and natural gas. But it's important for us to know that these are both non-renewable. What do with the natural gas? Usually it's in a blue flame. That is a flame, okay? Those are non-renewable resources that we can get from the ocean. We can get seafloor minerals. And seafloor minerals, we kind of focused a lot mainly on manganese. So mainly manganese. Manganese. Now, you may ask yourself, well, what's the big deal with manganese? What do you need manganese for? Well, manganese is used to make clear glass. So glass has a natural tendency to be greenish tint, so we add manganese in there to get a nice clear glass. And also it's used in steel. It's used in other things too, but those are like the two main uses. And then our last resource we can get from the ocean that is renewable would be wave and tidal energy. Right, so the ocean produces massive amounts of energy, right, every day with the waves. If we can harness the waves, then that is a renewable energy. So renewable, and as we recall, oil and gas, non-renewable, meaning that we use them up faster than they can be replenished. Right, so we've just focused on our ocean resources, right? Our ocean resources, right here. And now we're going to talk about pollution in the ocean. Sorry if I keep going back and forth with my colors. I keep debating what I want to do here. And now we're going to talk about pollution. So this is going to be a little plastic garbage bag floating there. We've got a little bottle right here, also floating in the ocean. All things, right? Ocean pollution. So this is pollution. Now we have two main kinds of pollution when we talk about ocean pollution. We have non-point source pollution. Right, non-point source pollution. And this, you think of it this way, it comes from many sources. It's hard for us to figure out exactly where exactly the pollution is coming from. It's not coming from a specific site, it comes from many sources. Human activities on land right? Everything humans do on land. On our little land, let's make some land right here. Chartreuse trees. Can pollute. Streams and rivers. Think back to the water cycle. Right? Everything leads back to the ocean. So what we do on land does affect the ocean, even if you're in a landlocked state. For example, when we apply fertilizers, we're going to draw a little fertilizer bag here. So this is not a pillow. It's fertilizer. Right, and we're going to put our little green plant. So if we add fertilizer to our lawns, to our farms, pesticides, herbicides, all of those things get washed into the ocean. We have oil and gas, and this can come from either a car, a little funky oil symbol right here, okay, a car, oil and gas, or what else? A boat, right? Boat would be directly into the water. The oil and gas from our car could leak and then get into the ocean through runoff. And the other kind of pollution we have is point source pollution. Now this I can point to and be like, haha, I know exactly where this pollution came from. Right? Point source pollution. And this comes from a specific source. It's easy for us to look and identify where it's coming from. A specific site. Sorry. Well, the first thing we're going to talk about is trash dumping. So this is my boat. It's my boat on the water. And now I'm going to put a ton of trash on my boat. And I'm going to take this boat, I'm going to drive it out to a deep part of the ocean, and then what I'm going to do, I'm going to dump it. That's what trash dumping is, often in the deepest part of the ocean. Right? Trash dumping. Deeper part of the ocean, and a lot of trash dumping contains plastic. As we can recall, plastic takes hundreds, if not thousands of years to decompose. Why is this a problem? Well, you see, we've got my little turtle friend right here. My turtle friend is swimming. And my turtle, swimming in the ocean. It is a good day for turtle friend, right? And they see this little plastic bag right here. Now, my turtle friend eats a lot of jellyfish and thinks that this plastic bag, it's a jellyfish. Right? It's a jellyfish. But it's not a jellyfish. It's a plastic bag. So they eat the bag, and that can cause a lot of problems, okay, by eating trash. Marine life eating the trash. So that's trash dumping. Then we have sludge dumping. Okay, sludge dumping. Sludge dumping, a little picture here. And I'm again, make sure you understand, this is going to go into the ocean. Right over here too. I'm just adding blue waves right now. Okay, sludge dumping. This is solid waste, right? The solid waste part of raw sewage, of what you flush down your toilet. Right, and some of that is just dumped right into the ocean. Right? Sludge dumping. Now, even though that is dumped into the deeper part of the ocean, because of ocean currents, it will still come back, right? So it's still because of ocean currents, the way that works. Affects and brings it closer and closer to shore. The last pollution thing I want to talk about is oil spills. Okay. And oil is transported. Remember up here we talked about shipping and transport. It's transported in large tankers across the ocean. It's my oil barrel. And this accounts for 5 to 12% of the ocean pollution when this happens. It destroys, why is oil bad? Well, it's clearly not good, right? It destroys the insulating abilities of fur-bearing mammals. It affects the water repellency of birds' feathers. Animals can become trapped in oil, they can inhale oil, and that can poison them. So just overall, not good. What can we do? Save the ocean. Make a big O. It's going to be blue. Right, save the ocean. Well, we can help save the ocean by enforcing pollution preventing laws. You can do your part by participating in a beach cleanup. And then we also have in the US the Clean Water Act. And this is the act that regulates the discharge of pollutants into the nation's surface waters, so anything from lakes, rivers, and then coastal areas. So there we have it. That's our ocean resources and pollution sketch note. Thanks for sketching with me, explorers. I'm looking forward to seeing your work. And remember, keep exploring. Bye!